Very good day to all of you from Team Wordaholics. Today we are going to discuss a very important topic from the point of view of your competitive examinations, that is mastering English language vocabulary at 10x speed. So first of all, we'll start with the status of why English is very important in today's date. This is what Vijay Shekhar Sharma, founder of Paytm, has to say about English. India is unfair to those who do not speak in English. He talks about English from the problems that he has faced in his own life. Now, if you look at the overall scenario of the graduates and engineering graduates across India, over 97% of the engineering graduates cannot speak English fluently. That was a survey done by Hindustan Times. Then we have an NDTV report stating that 50% of the Indian graduates do not fit to be hired, majorly because of their communication skills and their English skills. Only 10% of the MBA, this is a report by the Times of India, only 10% of the MBA graduates are employable, says experts. There was a report done by Hello English, and they wanted to come to a particular random figure at what is the number of people who are not able to speak proper English in India, and they came to an approximate number of 70 crores. 70 crore people in India cannot speak proper English, and they face various kinds of challenges because of it. And in another survey that was done on the number of people who cannot speak English, the number came down to approximately 90% of the population, which is greater than or upwards than 100 crores in India. So why is it become a very big concern? Why has it become a very big concern? Because in mostly, if you'll find in school, there are two vocations that the parents want their children to be pursuing. It is either right from class 5th, it is either medical or engineering. There is a very good focus on PCM, physics, chemistry, mathematics papers, and the rests are totally ignored. So point is, can we overlook this particular English language as a study item? Obviously no, because this is just look at this particular figure. It states that 200 crores of people across the world, out of 700 crores, 200 crores will be speaking by 2020 the language English. Approximately that will be close to 27% of the world population. You know that in India, English is equal to respect. You cannot just deny it. If you have good spoken skills, if you can speak English properly, whether you go to a restaurant, you go to a particular 5-star hotel, you go to any particular place to give a lecture, you give stand on the stadium to give a stand on the podium to give a lecture, to give a speech, you will be given respect if you know English properly. You will be noticing that all the rich and famous people, we are talking about all the CEOs, we are talking about political leaders, we are talking about government leaders, you will all find that these are all rich and famous people are masters in this particular art of speaking in English. They are having the gift of the gab, and they have very good command over their vocabularies. So how do I achieve mastery, and what is expected when we are talking about mastery? What is expected out of any particular student or a learner? So any higher education or a job opportunity or a competitive exams requires you to mark up 3,500 words. Ideally 3,500 words essential for GRE, GMAT, CAT, SAT, UPSC. There is a particular focus on preparing students with all these words. Why 3,500? Because that is the most high frequency words which keep on recurring in the terminologies of the we talked about the CEOs, the top leaders in the political or the government sector, and overall the business leaders. So that is why it is very, very important to know all these 3,500 words. Now, going by the traditional method or traditional approach, it will approximately require you reading approximately 1,000 novels or books or magazines. Or if you were to go by the other way of memorizing one word per day, that would approximately takes 10 years. Considering a year has 365 days and approximately 3,500 words is what you have to memorize. So I don't think you have that much amount of time. We do not have that much amount of time. So there is a lot of evolution of learning that has been happening. There is a lot of changes in the way things are being taught in English and vocabulary that has been happening over the years. And basically this particular presentation is all about informing you about the latest developments in language learning that has happened. Now you'll notice that classrooms have become smart. Maths classes have become smart. You now teach your students Vedic mathematics. You also have abacus classes for your students who can learn mathematics at the snap of a finger they can do a random a difficult calculation and give the figure to you immediately. So that is how Vedic mathematics is helping mathematics overall. Biology classes have become smart, social sciences classes have become smart, because you can now have a 3D presentation, you can have a 3D video which can show you the heart, or you show you the particular diagram from a 3D point of view. So learning is becoming smart in the classes, but problem is vocabulary lessons are still aren't smart. You have to memorize them, you have to keep on memorizing them, learning them again and again, you have to keep on repeating them so that it becomes permanent into your memory. There's something that needs to be done with regards to vocabulary. So we just try to find out what the toppers are doing, what are the toppers doing which are different. We found out what are the memory and mind and body techniques which we can use to employ to probably recall the words, recall the vocabulary, recall the English language words in a faster way, in a permanent way. So we found out that 100% of the information is lost. You lose around 56% of the information just after 1 hour of learning something. So our memories, because of too much information, because of too much information overload, we have a tendency to forget things. So how do we overcome this? So we found out some of the topper secret which we employ in our particular way of helping you remember the words. The first one is visual content improves retention by 60x. 60 times your visual retention improves if the content is visual. You will notice that 90% of the human brain consists of visual memory. The visual thing helps a better recall. It will give you 60,000 times better recall value to your particular learning that you have done. You will be noticing that the most engaging post types on Facebook or Instagram are the photos, which will account for 93%. If you make a simple post which contains text, it will not be liked by people. But if it's a photo, if it's an engaging photo, if it's a photo of your cat, dog, an emotional photo, you will get a good number of likes. So that only throws upon the particular number that we are visual learners. We love to learn through visuals. The power of visual learning is that it sticks in the memory for a longer time. It transmits messages faster. It improves comprehension. It triggers emotions. It motivates the learners. So these are some of the benefits of visual learning. Now we'll also talk about a very important concept which the toppers use to learn difficult concepts and difficult concepts permanently, is through the use of mnemonics. So what is a mnemonic? If I were to ask you what are the various colors in this entire color spectrum, you'll be talking about VIBGYOR, VIBGYOR, VIBGYOR. So you'll be recalling this particular terminology that you would have learned in your class 5, 6, 7, 8 classes. Or if I were to ask you what are the numbers of days in a particular month, you will be using your knuckles to remember these words. So these are concepts which are called mnemonics. So even if you are 60-year-old, even if you are 50-year-old, and if I ask you the same question, so something which you have learned 30 years back, 40 years back, you can still remember if you have a mnemonic for the particular. It's a memory trick that helps you remember things for a very, very long time. Mnemonics gives your brain the much required rest while you are studying smart. So it gives your brain rest. So you can be very sure that even in spite of after 40 years, if I ask you what are the colors in the rainbow, you will be able to know the VIBGYOR. Or if I ask you number of days in September, then you will be knuckling out your hand and then you will be able to give me a number on the number of days. So that is a very useful technique which the toppers use to study. So Wordaholics will help you study the English vocabulary in the smart way. We help our students. We have been helping our students for the last 4.5 years, helping students learn the vocabulary words in a very smart way permanently. We have around 10,500 students which have been impacted. We have around 3,000 students on our WhatsApp connectivity, 9,665 Facebook followers. We are selected for NASSCOM 10,000 startups. We have an app which has been coming up. So what are the students saying about us? Students are saying it's an excellent initiative, it's extremely helpful. They are saying thanks, appreciate your hard work. They would give us 5 stars. So we have various kinds of students who are actually getting affected. One of the students got 85% and 82% in CMAT exams. So these are the things that will be finding with us. Now this is the media coverage that we have got in the recent times. So what is a ground rule? Our ground rule is that you should not be spending more than 60 seconds per word. 60 seconds is the maximum amount of word that you need to spending on any word so that you master it permanently. You need not come back to the word again, and it should be getting 100% etched into your memory. So do you want real proof? I'll just give you a particular example that we had done. We went to the schools. We just wanted to check. We gave the students of class 6 to 8 20 words to be memorized in 15 minutes through our method, and we found out that they had 80% retention. I'll just show you the proof. This is the way we had gone to the schools and were teaching them words. And look at the percentage of students who have raised their hands for those difficult words. And mind it, these are difficult words, even some of you would not be knowing even right now. These are the students. Look at the number of percentage of students who have raised their hands after the 20 word we had given them, and 15 minutes we asked them to memorize that particular words. Look at the percentage. It's definitely greater than 80%. You would agree, of the students who are able to retain those words permanently. So let's do a small quiz. How many of these words, these are the words that we had discussed with the students of class 6th, 7th and 8th. So the words were subservient, posterity, placate, paramount and ridicule. Can you score a perfect 5 on 5 on these words? If yes, you are on a very good stead as of now. But if not, then definitely I'll help you learn these words in a very, very smart way so that you can learn them permanently and you will not forget them for your life. So how do we use our method? Suppose the word is subservient. Look at the visual is the first thing. You'll find, and then you will read the mnemonic. Look at the visual, look at the mnemonic. The mnemonic states that imagine what would be the situation if all the people around would be your servants. So सब सर्वेंट, सब के सब इतने भी आपके अगल बगल में हैं, सब अगर आपके सर्वेंट्स हों, so what will be that situation? They will all be submissive to you, they will all be obedient to you. So then we move on to the meaning of the particular word, which is someone who is a kind of a servant, is submissive, is overtly obedient. Then we move on to the Hindi meaning, then we move on to the antonym, the pronunciation. Then we give 6 to 8 usages of this particular word. These are the usages given from the best resources available on the internet, from magazines, from blogs, from articles written by the best of best authors and best of best scholars. So these are the usages of real life situation. These are not bookish kind of usages. These are real life situations in which the word subservient has been used. So overall, if you look at it, we have a 9-in-1 feature which helps the student learn the word comprehensively in one shot. And the best part of this entire deal is we are not using more than 150 words to make you learn the word subservient, not using more than 150 words. So in 150 words you will be able to permanently remember this word in terms of its usage, in terms of its Hindi, in terms of its pronunciation, in terms of its antonym permanently. So let's check your recall skills. 5 words, 2 minutes. Ready? I assure you I'll give you money back if you'll not remember these 10 words in 5 minutes. We'll start with level 1 words. The first one word is subservient. Imagine everybody, सब के सब servants हैं आपके अगल बगल में. Look at the picture, look at the underlined word, subservient. सब के सब आपके अगल बगल में servants हैं. तो वो कैसे होंगे? वो submissive होंगे, वो नौकर जैसे होंगे, वो obedient होंगे, वो dutiful होंगे. Second word, posterity. Imagine the word Kolavari song. Imagine when it was posted on YouTube, people remembered it for eternity. Posted it for eternity. P-O-S-T, post for eternity. E-E-R-I-T-Y. So something you have posted, it lasting for eternity. So posterity basically means future succeeding generations, offsprings, for a permanent time. Placate is placate meaning making someone less angry, appease someone or pacify someone. How do I remember this word? Look at the word plate and look at the word aid. If somebody is angry, or annoyed of you, you give him a plate full of delicacies and he will obviously be less angry, he will be pacified. So a placate is you offer somebody when he is angry so that he gets pacified. That is how we remember this word for a longer time permanently. Paramount is basically which is something which is very, very important. So how do I remember this word? Imagine the teacher telling the student this paragraph is very, very important for your examination point of view. This particular paragraph is very, very important for your point of view or from the point of view of examination. That is how we remember paramount for a longer time. Ridicule is basically joking, teasing, laughing. Imagine if you were to ride a mule to school. Look at the picture. If you were to ride a mule to school, everybody would be laughing on you. You would be a laughing stock. People would make fun of you, poke you, and that is what will happen to you when you ride a mule to school. So this is how we remember ridicule. Now let us go to the other 5 words, which are competitive words, which are level 3 words. Earlier words were easy words, which were using from class 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th, but now the words are from the competition point of view. Profligate. Imagine the word profligate. It means reckless, irresponsible behavior, wasteful, somebody who keeps on spending a lot of money. So imagine how do I remember this word? Professor Lee, look at the underlined portions. Professor Lee has a son who ate everything. उसने सब कुछ खा पी के पचा गया. He spent every money that the professor had saved over his lifetime. So profligate means something who is reckless, irresponsible, wasteful. Nepotism is basically excessive preference for friends, relatives, partiality, bias. So imagine if you have gone to a particular interview and the interviewer's poti, and nepotism, the poti word is underlined. The poti is the granddaughter. So imagine the interviewer's poti has also come for the interview. Whom he will select? He will select his poti, obviously. So that is how you remember nepotism. कि भाई भतीजावाद इसको कहते हैं, जहाँ पर कि you have preference for friends, relatives and partiality bias. So if your poti has come, you will definitely choose your poti over the other candidates. So that is nepotism for you. Lassitude is means lethargy, exhaustion, sleepiness, sluggishness. So how do I remember this particular word? If you drink a glass of lassi, look at the word lassitude. It consists of the word lassi. So if you drink a glass of lassi, you will be lethargic, you will feel hungry, you will go to sleep, you will feel like going to sleep immediately. So lassitude is basically lethargy and exhaustion. That is how you will remember this word. Transgression is an offense, a crime, a sin, a wrongdoing, a law breaking. Breaking the law is transgression of the law. So how do I remember this word? Imagine, look at the word transgression. It's consisting of 2 particular small words, trans and gression. Imagine a train which went on grass. So actually a train is not supposed to run on grass, but when the train went on the grass, it is definitely breaking the law, it is breaking the rules. So that is how you remember this word for a longer time. Tranquility. Tranquility means peace, calm, quietude, restfulness, stillness. So how do I remember this word? Imagine you are in a train and you have been given a particular quilt. So in a third AC, in the second AC, in the first AC, you are given a quilt because the AC is very chilling and the environment is very calm. There are not many passengers around in the second and the first AC, and in the train you are given a quilt and it's all peaceful around yourself. There's no noise of the hawkers coming in. It's tranquility inside the train. So this is how you remember this particular word. I think we are done with the 10 words, so it's time to revise. You can pause the word video if you want, and just remember, try recalling the meaning of subservient, posterity, placate, paramount, ridicule, and the competitive exams difficult words: profligate, nepotism, lassitude, transgression, tranquility. Look at the underlined portion of the words and try to remember these words, and you will be able to recall. I guess most of you would be able to recall, because if the students of class 6, 7, 8 can do it, I definitely don't know that even you can do it through the mnemonics way, through the underlining way, through the visual learning way. So how do we add value to our students? We start sending 5 words to the students on registration. Lifelong learning, we have 365 days a year you will be receiving these words. The entire content online is for free. We have small quizzes in between. We have tests every week which you can practice the words, and you know that practice makes perfect. The best part is you do not need to spend more than 5 minutes a day for all the 5 words that we keep on sending you, and over a period of time your vocabulary will be improved. We learn through quizzes, tests and evaluations. These are some of the ways in which we motivate our students to learn. We keep on giving them tickets, we keep on giving them prizes, we keep on giving them Paytm vouchers, keep on giving them Book My Show gift cards. So overall, the point is that vocabulary is a very, very important indicator of your skill. The more sophisticated you sound in the society, the more sophisticated you sound in your office, there is a greater probability of you getting, you landing up a better job, you landing up a better opportunity, you climbing the corporate ladder fast. In a research that was done, it was found out that 34% is the difference. If you know good words, if you communicate better English, if you communicate in a better class English, the chances of you earning more increases by 34%, and that is a very healthy number. That is a very good number. So I think you would be convinced by now that words are very, very important, vocabulary is very, very important, English is very, very important when it comes to India. And hopefully this particular presentation would have helped you remember those 10 words that we have talked about. And you can join us by simply SMSing us, SMS or WhatsApp ADD to 9546307452 to receive this Power Words daily for free. It was a pleasure talking to you. Thank you so much.